Hi, mathematicians. This is Mrs. Shepard coming with the last section in Chapter 7. It's scale drawings and models, all right? So a scale model is an object or drawing with lengths proportional to the object it represents. The scale is the ratio of the length in the model to the actual length of the object being modeled or drawn. Okay, so one thing I didn't realize, what I realized right now is I did not actually put my note card here. So we're going to throw a note card here. I want this on your note card. So the scale model is an object or drawing with the lengths proportional. Think of blueprints. Think of model cars. Think of model airplanes. Think of like little Christmas villages if your family puts those up. Think of like little toys, like little Shopkins, how they had little toys. They're all like little scale models, right? And then scale is the ratio of a length of the model to the actual. Okay, it's the model to the actual. So here we go. The distance between Boston and Chicago on a map is 9 inches. If the scale of the map is 1 inch to 95 miles, what's the actual distance? Okay, first of all, when you're setting up scale models, you don't have to be in the same units, right? So if I have 1 inch to 95 miles, when I write my next one, I just want to make sure I have inches on the top, miles on the bottom. I don't have to have all 4 being the same unit. So if it's 9 inches, now I have a proportion. I'm going to take 9 times 95. So it's going to be 855 miles from Boston to Chi-Town. All right. The distance between Cheyenne, Wyoming to Tulsa, Oklahoma on the map is 8 inches. Okay. So again, you know, when we're looking at this, you don't have to have the same units in both the numerator and the denominator. So 1 inch is to 90 miles as 8 inches is to X miles. So we're going to have 720 miles between Cheyenne and Tulsa, Oklahoma. Okay, here we go. Miniature replica of a fighter jet is 4 inches long. The actual is 12.8 yards. So what's the scale of the model? Okay, so we've got 4 inches to 12.8 yards. Okay. So when we're looking at this, we can divide both by 4. So we get 1 inch to 3.2 yards. So 1 inch to 3.2 yards. Now, to make this into a scale model, now we want to have the same units, right? So 3.2 yards is going to be times 3 times 12 because there's 32 inches, 36 inches in a yard. Okay. So it's going to be a 1 to 115.2. That's going to be the scale. Okay. And it would work the same way if I did 12.8 times 12 times 3 and divided by 4. I'm going to get the exact same answer. So I simplified first and then went from there. This is the scale of the model, 1 to 115.2. All right, Madzini. Whoops, Madeline. The name on here is Madeline, and we call her Madzini. Okay, thanks to Miss Edstrom for throwing in my kids' names. All right, Madeline is an architect making a scale model of a house in a 15 by 26 inch display. Okay, so I'm going to draw this out. Sorry, Madeline's not here, but my other daughter was kind of laughing. All right, so 15 times 26 inch display. If the house is 84 feet by 144 feet, what would be the dimensions of the model using 1 inch to 6 feet scale? All right, so 1 inch to 6 feet is my scale. If 84 feet, how many inches would that be? So 84 divided by 6 is 14. So I've got 14 feet. that would work. Oh, I do that. Okay, so this would be, it would be 14 feet in here. And then let's go 1 inch to 6 feet. It's got to fit into 144. It's 24, so that would fit in there. Okay. What would be the dimensions of the model using the scale? So it's got to fit in this display, which means our measurements have to be less than 15 and 26. So it's going to be a 14 by 24 figure. 14 by 24. Okay. All right. Here's your assignment. We're looking forward to having a test up soon. Oh, one other thing I wanted to clarify with you. When you're writing down the scale of the model, it is okay to write it this way with labels, okay? If you don't use labels, then you have to make sure that you're using the same unit, okay? So if someone put 1 inch as the 3.2 yards, I'm cool with that because that helps me see it. This is really how they do scale models. Like if you like to collect like race cars or whatever, they'll use that because it's the same unit, like inch to inch is what it's comparing. So just something for you to think about, okay? So there you go. We're going to be wrapping up 7 real shortly. Have a great day. Bye-bye.